What's up, guys? It's Clarice, and I just wanted to come on. I'm on my way to an interview, and I just wanted to talk about the place that people try to put you in, that role that they try to put you in. They try to fit you into that position, and it's a character that they want you to play in their show, and you don't have to play it. You don't have to play that position. You don't have to play that character. You just move on, because some people are determined to see you in the wrong light. They're determined to see you how they want to see you. There's nothing that you can do. It don't matter who you have become. It doesn't matter if you've changed. Some people have already determined in their mind that they're going to see you in a certain light. So you have to allow them to. And let me tell you, certain people who are determined to see you in a certain light, or they have this certain character that they have already put you as, who they think you are, whatever it is that they heard, and they didn't even get your side. That's how you know you need to ignore those people, because when they were determined not to get your side from you with whatever it is that they think they know, and they already have you as a certain character, then you can't win in that place, right? That's for that person to decide to examine themselves, because their outlook at people is based on what they heard and not necessarily what them investigating and going into your life, right? So they already determined, and that's at that place you have to move on and not play the part that they want you to play. Some people who know you, but for some reason they have some type of animosity in their heart, and they're determined to put you in that position, something that somebody said about you, and they're determined to see you in that way. They will come around you and they will make side remarks. So they will say certain things to you based on the character that they have, part that you play in their life, the narrative about you. So they will be speaking to you from that angle, and they're building their case off of a lie about you. Now, you have to have rest in your heart and peace in your heart from God, to where with that type of person, you're not going to change their mind, right? Because you think you're the angle they're coming from. No, unless they speak to you and say, hey, I want to ask you about this particular thing, then let them go on with that narrative. You have to let them go on with that. It's not your job to always bow to people and their opinions about you. So at that point, I'm sorry for the noise, because I'm getting on the interstate, so it looks a little bumpy. It looks like I'm in a race car, but at that point, you have to deal with your need to be validated, that need for validation from people, right? Because the only reason that you're going to try to explain yourself in whatever picture that they have painted about you, the only reason you're going to try to explain yourself is if you need that validation from that person. And I'm here to tell you, you do not need, if all these things are in place that I just said, you don't need validation from that person. That's not a person like a destiny helper, somebody that God has placed in your life for your destiny, for your purpose, to help you in life. You get what I'm saying? That's not a person, because they have a tainted perception of you, right? And since those things are in place, you do not need the validation of that type of person, because it's going to be twisted, because they already see you from a certain light, and they didn't even come and ask you. Because somebody who genuinely loves you, they're going to come to you and they're going to talk to you about whatever it is that somebody said, because they love you and they want to know the truth. And let me lift this up a little, but they want to know the truth. So people who take somebody else's view and they run with that, you got to be okay with that. And it might hurt, but you got to be okay with that, because they're really showing you their heart. They're really showing you where they are. And that's too much work for you to try to prove yourself to people. That's too, and to specific people that you love, and person or these people, whoever it is, was in your heart, right? And you gave them your heart at some point. You gave them the loyalty, because you're a loyal person. You remain loyal, right? But don't be loyal to dysfunction or to this play, this scene that people want to put you in. Let them continue to talk. You don't have to give your case. You don't have to give your side. You don't have to plead with them to believe you. You don't have to go into condemnation telling them what really happened. because somebody else has already painted some twisted view. So you don't have to do that. Let them, and whoever it is that they can speak to, who's going to believe that narrative about you, let them go ahead and paint that with those people, because those aren't the people that you want in your life anyway. I promise you they're not. These are people that are always into strife. These are people that are always talking about people, who are not doing anything productive with themselves, who are always putting people down, who look for little opportunities to see the wrong or see something wrong in your life and your kids. These are the people that want to put you down for whatever reason they need that. Because they get validation in putting you down. You're trying to get validation from them, but you'll never get the validation because they get validation in putting people down. So that makes them feel great. That makes them feel big in order to try to put you down or put you in a place. And there's a lie, that they want to believe about you. So be okay, because God is dealing with some of the affirmation issues within inside of you. He's dealing with that affirmation that you need from them, the affirmation, those issues. You need them to approve you. You want to be a part of that circle. You don't need to be a part of that circle. It is not good for you. It's not even good for them, because they are not even friends. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with people who build themselves up on putting other people down, after a while they end up biting each other. They bite each other. So don't even get in that circle. I'm telling you, you're not missing anything. I had a chance to hold a conversation with someone, and they were just telling me about different things that I didn't know about different people and situations. And it was just like, wow, now I see why God hid me in my creativity in just a small circle of people who I can go. And I'm sorry for the noise because it's raining out here, but a small circle of people. Now I see why. You think that God is hiding you because nobody likes you or because nobody wants you around, but God is really protecting you. I know you hear it so much. A friend of mine, she was just telling me about different people that I know from a distance, but I always stayed away. It confirmed all of the trouble, that's going on in these people's lives. And I'm not saying that you or I don't have stuff that come in our life, but I'm talking about when people keep stuff up and people put people down and people get close enough into each other's lives just to go and talk about them, to spread stuff about them. That type of circle is what God is sparing you from. He is not keeping you back because nobody likes you, or no, you are special. He is keeping you because you are valuable. Just like a bank, they keep the money behind these vaulted doors, these big steel doors or whatever. They keep stuff valuable and stuff like that. They keep it safe and away from the public. So that's what you are, valuable to God. I'm telling you. You think sometimes that you're just to yourself alienated. No, you're not. He has a small circle of people that he brings you into contact with, and y'all minister to each other. It's a small circle. I'm talking about the inner circle, that you can tell stuff to and open up to. But just be okay if the circle is small. Trust me, because you're not missing out on things. Because as much stuff as I heard about these people that I knew in my heart to not be around, but I didn't know, God confirmed it. Wow, all of this messiness going on. You ain't missing out on nothing. And so that's what I came on to talk about. I gotta get ready to go. I'm getting ready to do a podcast, and I just wanted on my way to just do chat while I was driving. But guys, that's it. Be okay. You are okay. Trust me, you are okay. So be okay. All right. Bye. It's Clarice, and that was the message. I'm sorry I really have an introduction, but keep your eyes on God. Stay out of the messiness and the foolishness, and let them have that. You don't need that. You got stuff to do for God. You got a mission for God. God is using you and doing stuff in your life. Continue on that journey. Continue on that path. All right. Bye.